I just come before half an hour. Actually, I do not uh, convert in accurate time,
Mm,
but in so that's why some.
that's why you rejoin. Now it's 9 p.m. here in Korea. So I don't know. You are from India, right?
Yeah, I am from India, and at this time, 5:30 p.m. in the evening.
5:30. Oh, glad you can make it. All right. So welcome back, Tom.
Hello, hello,
We
hello,
miss
hello.
you.
Nice to meet you too. Out of the blue, I found out that today there is a meeting, not in Saturday. So I'm very happy because on Saturday I was out and it wasn't possible for me to join. But today
Hmm.
it is rescheduled, yeah, for today
No, no.
from Saturday.
Actually, last week, Tom, I scheduled our meeting on Sunday because I was busy also last Saturday. So I changed to Sunday, but I think you
Mhm.
joined the link on Saturday. So that's why last week we didn't see you. You missed out our meeting. And also,
Yeah, yeah.
hmm,
You you know, in my life, there are some changes, and my weekends are now mostly busy with the family affairs. So that's why I am not so active here.
oh, I see. But today you're free. Glad you can.
Yeah, yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
Nice, nice. Anyway, next week, Thomas will be, no, no, no. Shikar. Shikar will be our host next week because we interchange every
Switching.
twice a week. Mm.
Mhm.
So I also have time for myself.
Yeah,
Yes.
because if we are too busy with English, sometimes it will be like that, that we would be discouraged at last, and because we are overwhelmed, and sometimes I had such a experience. If I'm training too much, then I am disgusted and dismayed. And
Mm,
so it's better not to be overwhelmed,
yes.
because
At
the
least
results could be fatal.
that's true. How about you, Aman? How about you, Aman? Are
What
you
are you saying?
are you a student or
Uh, I am a lifetime student, and because and before pandemic I work in some places, but in pandemic I just sit in home and completing my rest education, and at this time uh, I study in my computer course myself, because I uh, I I joined a college, but college is closed, and uh, I do not go there, and I study in myself and wait. Uh, in pandemic is closed, then I go to some another place and join another any job.
Mhm. Okay, that's nice. So I think you just joined our group recently, right? How long have you been in
Yeah,
the
yeah. Actually, I join your group is. Uh, I don't know. I don't remember, but maybe 6 months and 4 months. I don't remember, but I every time join this conversations class, but every time I just forget, uh, when I just miss message.
Ah,
Uh,
you miss all the time our meeting every week. Mm.
when you upload a video after in the conversation, then I see and I decide again. I just join. But in those times I prepare in before yesterday. I just prepare. I do not miss this opportunity. That's why I just sit in before 1 hour and just I check my time zone. I do not miss.
Be sure you can join. Oh, that's good. Okay, so how about, did you already read or watch the video I shared in the group for today's topic?
Yeah, I do not watch a video. Actually, I do not uh, link videos, but I read two articles you put there. One nine way to overcome failures in your life,
Mhm,
and second, seven powerful way to turn every failure into
mhm.
success. I read those articles, but I do not watch videos.
That's enough. Anyway, so we can start now. I think they're not coming. What do you think, Tom? We can start now because our time is very limited.
Yeah, definitely. I think we should start from now.
Okay, let me share my screen. How about you, Maria Angelic? You read some articles that I shared in the group?
Yes, I read and I watched the video about um, I forgot the name of him. I watched quickly the video, but I read the article that you sent for us. Very interesting because we are in front of the failure every time.
Sure. So wait, hold on, please. This is the article. Where can I put this one? Maybe here. Huh? So this is all about, maybe we can talk about 7 powerful ways to turn every failure into success. So this one is quite short, right? At least we still have lots of time to speak because we're only 4 today. So here, Tom, you want to read it?
Okay. Failure is a part of life and most certainly part of business. We don't often acknowledge it, but failure is also a fundamental element of our success. Our instinct is to be ashamed of failure, maybe because we don't know how it makes us feel humiliated, as though we have done something wrong. But if you can shift your perspective and look at failure not as something to be ashamed of, but something valuable, you can begin to understand that it's through failure that we truly learn to succeed. The sooner we stop shaming our failures, the easier it will be to turn them to our advantage. Here are 7 points to think about.
Yes. What do you think of this, Tom?
I think it's a great truth, and from my perspective and from my experience, I noticed the same, that we have to learn on our failures. And my personal experience is that I introduced me and my friends. We introduced a procedure because if there is some failure in our studio, we have to write it down in special textbook. And this failure is a base, is a foundation for the next success, maybe, because we are working with glass, and glass is extremely fragile material. And sometimes when we work with glass, we cause that it is damaged because our not enough careful taking, not enough careful work. And by writing down this failure in this special notebook, we can omit, we can next time when we are trying to to do this thing, we can avoid to making the same errors, and that's why each failure enriches us, our knowledge, our skill, because we are more skillful, because we can avoid these errors. So this if we are thinking like this, that each error gives us opportunity to enrich our knowledge, and that's it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So you have to learn from your failure on how to become successful, right? Me too. I have stories before when I getting my Korean citizenship. I failed many times. So I tried to study again and again. When I took a test, I failed. Again, I have to study again and wait for another exams. I think it took 6 times for me before getting my Korean citizenship. It took 2 years for me getting my Korean citizenship. I was in the moment that I don't want to get my citizenship anymore. I want to give up because it's too hard and always failing. You have to reapply and you have to pay another. When you apply, it's 300,000 won. It's too much. And then you failed many times. So I talked to myself, if this is the last time, if I fail again, I don't want to get citizenship anymore. But luckily I passed it, and then now I got my Korean citizenship. So you just keep trying.
And I thought it is the more difficult because Korean society, I thought I heard is very homogenized. Not there are very small quantity of non-native speakers in Korean society. It is up to 95% of native Korean speakers only. I heard like that. There is a very small quantity of non-native speakers, foreigners in this society. Is it true?
Yeah, exactly. And Korean, it's too difficult because the way also they're writing, it's too difficult. So you have to study hard if you really want to achieve your Korean citizenship. Even now I'm a Korean citizen, but my Korean still poor. So yeah, I don't really mind it. At least I already have. Yeah. Anyway, okay, moving on to our topic. So Maria Angelica.
Okay.
For
me, the failures are important when you notice these and you prepare a new way to do something that was wrong. And we can learn with our failures, and they are part of our life. We don't live without failures. And the most important thing is you recognize the failure and change the way, like I said. But for me, we are learning with them. And every time that you notice this, we need to think about what you did, and don't repeat these. But they are in our life. They are in our all the time in business. Something that you live with your family or friends. You have some mistakes, and for me, it's normal. It is inside our life. You need to think about it and to be courage to repeat something, to do again, and don't be depressed with this, because it can happen with us.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much, Maria Angelica. Okay, so we have new participants. Mamun, welcome to our live meetup.
Hello, everybody. Yes, this is Mahmood. This is my first time here. Sorry. This is my recently I joined here. So it's interesting that 2 3 weeks I just saw your the conversations and the topic. It is so interested, and I feel that yes, it is time to join you and take some knowledge from you. Actually, this is my working hour at this moment, so I may not give enough time. So I'm still in office. I'm a banker, and some some pressure is going on me. So yes, and I am from Bangladesh.
Oh,
And nice to meet you all.
yes, sure. Nice to meet you too. Welcome to our live. Okay. So anyway, we're talking about failure and how to learn from your failure into success. So I hope you read the articles I shared in the group. All right. So we can move on to Aman. What do you think about our topic today?
Yes. uh, uh, if I have two types of answers, because in if I look back in my life when I do not use the internet, then my life is totally different, because when I have uh, my result is bad, and in another perspective my life is going down, then I, in my surrounding peoples, I suggest, I go to and suggest everyone depress me. And uh, and uh, if I go to institute where I study from my teachers, then if I do not understand, he he is what is teaching, he is what is teaching, and but uh, he convinced me one to three times, but I do not understand. And and I say, can you say one more time? But he say me, you change your subject, because you are not capable of this science subject, this subject.
Mhm.
So those times I am depressed, not motivated. And but so these types of uh, problems I suffering from in my previous
Sure.
past life,
Mhm.
past lives. But when I use in the internet, uh, then I meet lots of amazing persons who encourage me and inspire, and also inspire me. And also I do not speak English in 1.5 year before. I do not speak any word. But and also I join a institute where speaking institute, where lots of persons I say he speak English very fluently, but I do not speak English, but I also depressed in there. But in those days, after 1.5 years, I speak English, because in the net I use Instagram and Facebook, Clubhouse. In though I, yeah, every here every I inspire every time. And like you also a good teacher, and you and everyone put materials in Instagram, YouTube. I use. And so my main point is, in my opinion, I do not know lots of persons opinion, but my opinions is, we do not give give up give up. If I fall every time, we get up every time and just try. Because uh, without try we just sit. This is not a life. And when we go to wrong direction, then I know this is wrong direction, so I come back and again I go another direction. But yeah, if I sit, then I do not know in whole life what is wrong and what is right. I do not care any other person.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, totally.
My opinion.
Mm-mm-mm. Just keep trying. So don't let people make you feel bad. Like when someone told you, "Oh, you're not belong here because you can't do it," and then also you're depressed, and then you stop pursuing your dreams. So just keep trying until you become successful in your dreams. All right. So thank you so much, Aman, for your opinion. How about Vicharia? Welcome. Welcome back again, Vicharia. How are you, Vicharia?
Hi. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's so hot today. So there yes, noisy background. So what is your question again?
So this is our topic for today. So failure is a part of our lives, okay? So most certainly part of our business. So here, how could you change your
Okay.
failure into success, okay?
So it seems to me that failure is the leg of success, but normally people make failure or mistake in their life, but it doesn't mean that they will stuck in the same old failure again. So failure can let us learn. It can help us to identify what are the causes of our failure, previous failures, and it also help us to figure out the the idea to solve the previous failure with some creativity and some remedies. So I believe that failure is such a friend. It can help us learn and improve ourselves day by day. Such as, for example, when I learned to ride bicycle, at first it was the failure that I cannot ride a bicycle, but I tried every chance that I get, and then I can ride my own bicycle when I was young. So it's such a good example of failure. So uh, in order to cope with that problem, because failure can also make us feel hurt when we cannot success at doing something. So if we want to cope with that problem, we need to be more optimistic. We need to find a solution to what the previous cause of that failure, and we need to find some support from others um, to get some useful ideas to solve the problem. And don't forget, we need to learn from our failure first before we can be successful in our life.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, Vicharia. Okay, so Tom, did you send the link? What do you mean I have to break out the rooms so we can talk other people? I don't know.
Sorry, I sent you this link as an option to think over this possibility of creating breakout rooms here, because there are more people than 4. I think it is worth to divide this session in 2 parts, for example, to enable people to speak more.
Speak more. All right. Yes, but I don't know how to do it. Okay. Do you know?
Not at this moment, maybe next time when we look through this possibility.
Yeah, I think so. And then teach me how to do it.
Okay,
So
okay.
when we have another, I mean, many participants, so we can break, and then so other participants also can speak, practice their speaking skills. Okay, so Mamun, how about you? Let's go back to you. What do you think about our topic today?
Sorry, I'm extremely sorry. I didn't go through your content, your video, actually. So I had some some previous days. I
Oh,
was so busy. I
what's
couldn't.
wrong? Your
But,
connection. Oh,
Mamun, I
now it is
think you should turn off your video because the sound quality is very poor because of your connection. So please
really.
turn off your video. Turn
Are
off
you
your
sure?
video, please.
Now it is okay.
No, it's not okay. It's very poor connection. So
Okay.
only,
Is it okay now?
yeah,
Is
much
it
better.
okay?
Yeah, much better.
Okay. Okay. The thing I could not go through the content, the videos
mm-hmm. Okay, so
or
just
the
listen to
contents
us.
of today's topic.
Uh-huh. So
Exactly.
you can
Exactly. I'm
listen,
here to listen today.
listen, and
But maybe, Mamun, you have some your experience about the failures in your life. Maybe
Mhm.
as a computer specialist, you have some experience what could be done to eliminate
Yeah,
failures and how to
sure,
benefit
sure.
from there.
Yeah. The topic is very interesting. The powerful ways to turn our failure into success. It's a yes. As we have been doing so many things in our daily life, so everybody, I guess, took some experience on this. And yes, the determination. I guess the main thing is determination. That the we if we set our goal first, then it would be easier, and we should carry that dream to reach over there, and this dream will push us, will encourage us to go further. I guess this is the way. I can't elaborately explain it today because I didn't go through the content. But what I have learned from my life and my experiences, yes, it is the goal, it is the dream, the point where we reach. This will push us, I guess, and then we can set a roadmap. I guess it will because everybody have some failures experience, and yes, now I am facing with my communication skill at this moment. I feel that, and yes, I am adamant to. I'm mad at to reach my goal, to be a certain fluent. So it's about determination, I guess, and through this way we can reach our goal.
thank you so much,
Will it be okay?
Ahmed. All right, so let's move on to the first step. So mistakes are not a problem, but not taking the opportunity to learn from them is. Okay, identify your mistakes and learn from them quickly. Many successful people have experienced some kind of failure and they build on those lessons. Learning to fail well means learning to understand your mistakes. In every mistake, there is a potential for growth. Okay, so learn from your mistakes. If you done something wrong today, so why you should do it for another time? So you just learn it and avoid those mistakes anymore. Anyway, our time is 9 minutes. It's too fast. So I will let you to speak more. Okay, so who want to speak? Maria Angelica, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Oh, sorry, my microphone was off.
Hmm?
I agree with this, and for me, we need to recognize, like I said, the mistake, the failure. You can't repeat this. pay attention in our attitude and how we prepare something for don't commit another mistake when I go in a failure by something.
Mhm.
Then for me it is um, uh, good affirmation about the failures. Number one.
Yes, because if you are doing the same mistakes, that is a choice, right?
Yes, I
Yeah.
think yes. If
Mhm,
you do this again,
mhm.
it will be a choice.
Yes, you did already, and then you did it again. So that is your choice. So
But
avoid.
sometimes we don't notice if you are committing a failure, if you are going to the wrong way, and we don't perceive this, then it is the point. You need to pay attention every time in what we are doing and how we are doing something.
All right. Thank you so much, Maria Angelica. How about Tom? Tom, you want to say something, Tom?
Yeah, learning according to our failures is great method for improving our English, for example, because we can record ourselves and we can listen to this record, and then listening to our errors and to our bad pronunciation, we can improve next time. We can re-record the same text, and we are trying to avoid the errors which we made last time in the recording, and we can improve, and we can do this many times, and we can each time should be better than the previous time, and it's a great way to make great improvements to our pronunciation, and also to make improvements to our grammar, because by repeating the same sentence many times, the same structure, the same grammatical structures, we are getting used to that grammar structure, and we are able to use this grammar structure in our free speaking. And also by training this pronunciation grammar structures, we can train together the stress, the intonation. So it's a great way by repeating the same sentences, the same text many times, and avoiding the errors in the previous recording, we can improve all, I think, all the great factors of our speaking. I'm done speaking.
Thomas. Okay. Thank you so much, Tom. Let's move on to Victoria.
Yes. Concerning about this, number one, I think mistake is such a great opportunity for us to learn to improve ourselves in the next time. It means that we can know what are fit in our step of doing things, or what are the problem, and how we can solve the problem, and what works best and what not working at all in our um, achieving our goals. So I believe that it's simple that people make mistakes, but we should learn from mistakes, not let it skip our purpose. For example, if I, because of the failure at first at the attempt of riding the bicycle, if I just skip this failure without identify what are the problem in my achieving to ride the bicycle, it will let me become, for example, I cannot ride the bicycle in the next time because I'm afraid of the failure of riding the bicycle. And so I believe that if we want to learn or want to be successful, we need to learn from our mistakes and take every chances that we have to learn from that, instead of just take it for granted.
Exactly. Thank you so much, Viceria. Okay, so let's see, Mamun. Mamun, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yes, I heard the two my previous two was yes, and it is right. Even in getting a certain fluency, so uh, we we if somebody suggested that if we record every time, then we can assess our voice and assess our speech, and then we can make it correct. And through this way, every time by practicing this, yes, we can reach a certain fluency, I guess. So yes, as you said earlier, that every failure, there's it's not about failure. It is about learning, I guess, to step ahead. And yes, this is from me.
Okay, all right, guys. So just rejoin with the same link because our time is just only 2 minutes. After this one, we will have another session. Okay, so Aman, want to say something or let's move on to another tips?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, in my case, I put an example in my English learning. Uh, Before I say I do not speak English, uh, then and I always see in my mistakes. I do not see uh, teachers teachers mistakes, and I do not speak, and I do not I do not take any responsible for any persons. I always say this is my mistake. Anyone, anything problem in my, because that's why I do not speak and learn English. But in those days, I found in my mistakes, how I do not speak, why I do not speak English, because my way is different. Every person's way is different. That's why I do not go through another person's way. So I see lots of persons always learning English because he go to out of countries in the purpose of study or working. But if any one persons do not go outside and work for work or for study, then if I do not go, then I do not need English. uh, so these types of questions, lots of questions my mind juggling, and I search answers, and I on way, because I I do not go anywhere. But this is not only one place where I live. World is very big, and when I know another cultures, and and then we talk each other, and lots of things know, and lots of things about world and anything.